Hey everyone, and welcome to day number 10 of the 31 Days of Tarot. And today's topic is tarot decks I want to work more with in 2018. So, first off, I definitely want to work more with all of my nerdy fan decks. I want to do more work and do more readings, more of my geeky readings, my mixy matchy. Star Wars superhero reading, my Harry Potter Game of Thrones readings. I think they're super fun, and the reason they're more than just fun, I think they're really insightful. And I've always said that I think storytellers have a lot of wisdom, and there's so much wisdom woven into these stories that we can extract and pull out and apply to our own lives. And I think tarot does a similar job. It has 78 cards that represent different lessons, facets of our lives that we need to be reminded of or make use of, or skills or abilities or thought processes or behaviors that we can incorporate in our own lives. And by combining the tarot and storytelling, I think it's a really powerful combo. And so as goofy and fun as it sounds to have, like a Pokemon My Little Pony reading, there is wisdom attached to that, and we can learn from our favorite characters. So, I've got my Harry Potter deck, so much wisdom packed into Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, The Legend of Zelda, get some video games in there, comic books, my DC superheroes, the Justice League tarot. I've even got the Lord of the Rings tarot. So, and I've got more decks coming this year. So I'm super excited. I really want to work more with them. I'm going to do more kind of pick a card of the week on my Facebook page with my nerdy cards. I would love to do more readings. If it sounds interesting to you, my services are available. You can book readings with me. And I would love to do more of these nerdy tarot readings. So that is decks that I want to work more with. Another tarot deck I would love to get better acquainted with is the Dreams of Gaia tarot. I've had this. Well, I bought it as soon as it was published. And there's only so much time in the day or in the year, and I have so many decks to play with, but this is one I would like to learn better. It's created by one of my favorite artists. I just love the artwork, is just stunning, and she also wrote the book and developed a different system. So I think that's why it's kind of been put on the back burner. I haven't really hair in my face. It's tickling my nose. Why I haven't used that deck as much is because it is a totally different system than the traditional tarot system, and so there's a bit of a learning curve there that I just haven't been able to tackle. I have used it for myself from time to time. It is a very powerful deck. I do really love it. I kind of wish, though, that she would have explained more of the symbolism she put in her artwork into her book. That is one thing that I get a little bit frustrated with. It's like, well, this, I don't know, thing in there looks like it's there purposefully, but it's never mentioned in the book. So why are those symbols? I wish there was a bit more of the symbology written in the book when there's not. So I don't know if that's a bit of a research project. Anyway, I'm kind of tangenting, getting off topic here, but yeah, I would like to work more with that deck, get more acquainted with it, because I think it is a useful system. It's just taking the time to learn how to use it. And then lastly, I do have a couple of decks that I've had since the dawn of my tarot hobby, which was probably like 20 years ago. I've had these decks for ages, and I remember when I got them, I loved them. They were my most favorite decks at the time, but you never hear about them anymore. And they are the Shapeshifter Tarot and the Animals Divine, both of them illustrated by Lisa Hunt. And you don't hear about them. Like, nobody seems to be using them anymore. They're not as popular as I think they once were. But I do remember really, really loving them and having very powerful readings from them. So they've been kind of sitting away in my little tarot shelf. And every time I look at them, I'm like, someday I'm going to bring you back out and use you again. But they are also, I guess, in some ways very similar to the Dreams of Gaia. Like, especially the Shapeshifter Tarot has a little bit, like, all of the majors have been redefined, and there's a lot of mythology, Celtic mythology in the Shapeshifter, and then a lot of world mythology in the Animals Divine. So again, I think the reason I put it off is because it's got that learning curve attached to it. They're pretty unique decks, but as I said, I know I've got really powerful readings from them, so I would like to bring them back someday. I don't know if 2018 is the year, but I felt like it was worth mentioning that I own them, and every year I think about using these decks again, and every year I never do. So I don't know if anyone else has similar experiences, if anyone else has those decks. Do you still use it? What are your thoughts? Maybe we can motivate each other. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have to say on the topic of tarot decks I want to use more of in 2018. Tomorrow's video I'll talk about the Oracle decks. So until then, stay shiny and keep sparkling. Ciao, guys.